Dog. This is why envy is the best. This is why you always have to go envy. Because I flew home with my bike from Finland. I had some damage sustained to the rim. And I sent it in. They rebuilt it. Boom shakalaka. A fresh wheel. I ride the 6.7s. Freaking just baller. My first set of tubeless tires. I love them. Oh my gosh. Look how fast this looks, dude. It was nice for about an hour and a half, and then the wind started to pick up and the traffic started to get bad. This is my Spaceballs helmet. Across the water right there is Fiesta Island. If you live in San Diego and you ride a bike, you know what Fiesta Island is. It's a closed 4-mile loop right in Mission Bay. And I get very competitive when I ride there because I've always lived around the corner or down the street, and it's always filled with bikers. And I've trained there for so long that every time I see another fast person, the competitive side comes out. Like literally just now when I was cooling down, I had my visor off, I'm in the base bars, and another triathlete comes cruising past me and just like, oh. All right. 2 hours at half Ironman pace. Check. Cool down in progress. The legs feel great. I'm surprised. Hashtag taper. Very surprised at that, but also very happy. No littering. Also, this speed suit is freaking the comfiest thing I've ever worn. I'll wear that thing to bed, I swear. So 3 hours on the bike. I think it ended up being like 60 something miles, which is also great. The traffic and wind started to get bad, which is the one downfall of Fiesta Island. Pajama pants going back on. I don't know how many watts I averaged, but hopefully it's like above 220 or something. But life isn't all about numbers. Oh, so salty. Take care of your things, and your things will take care of you. Smells like coffee and farts. It's Thursday, which means we are leaving for Arizona in 2 minutes. I've got all me stuff. Paige will be here any minute. We're gonna pack up her car. Got the Sour Patch watermelon and the Pedialyte. Status report. How far are we in? So we're like a little over 2 hours in. We are set to get there at 4:45, and check-in closes at 5 for the day. So we're gonna try to kind of hightail it there so that I can check in today and I don't have to worry about it tomorrow. And we're gonna cut it close and see what happens. We made it! And we're staying in some, I don't know, industrial park for tonight. Tomorrow we check into our Airbnb. Paige just got back from getting ice. What did we make it in time for?
Check-in.
We made it in time for check-in. Where's my shoe?
And we did a Chinese fire drill.
We did a Chinese fire drill.
Here.
I was driving here.
And you're like, oh, we should probably get out. And I'm looking and I see the bridge and I'm like, okay. And I get out immediately and I go around and Brandon's like, I'm here. And he's like, hurry, hurry, it's green, hurry. And I'm like, standing right here. I'm like, yeah, go, move. Hey.
We're swimming in this nasty.
Have some chicken. Hi, Whole Foods Hall. I have some chicken, and I need to decide. Do I want to do the mozzarella pasta salad, the spinach feta orzo, or the bistro pasta salad? Now it's spinach on the bottom, so I could say spinach is spinach, but this one also looks really good. I don't know what do I do.
I say that one.
Okay.
I say this one.
Okay.
The bistro pasta.
Bistro. No, 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 no. This is a cool scene.
Yum! Oh!
Okay.
Stupid. 6'9", baby. 269.
Your veins are so impressive.
2, 4, 6, 8. Come here, let me show you what I just did. And I ran the straw through, and it comes all the way, and it goes over. She ready. The straw looks kind of goofy, but that's okay. My coach told me no caffeine until the run. This is everything I'm gonna have on the bike. I plan on eating all of this. 7 gels, so 700 calories in total, right here. 175 grams of carbs. And then each one of these is 210 calories, so that's another 630 calories there. Almost 50 grams of carbs in here, so 150 plus 175. Quick math here, 325. And then the green gels, these gels have caffeine in them, so I'm gonna save them for the run. And these are basically the exact same as the other ones. Doop. It never goes on flat, but I forgot to press record, but I just put this on and it's crooked. Nope. Okay, well, here it is. This is the Ironman Arizona recap, the the actual race recap. So you saw the race week. It was really fun. It was super awesome. I really enjoyed time spent with Paige. My family came out. But yes, this was my very first DNF. Did not finish. And I did want to talk a little bit about how the actual race went. So start with the swim. I guess we start with the morning of. It's the most I've ever eaten before a race. I had a few pancakes and my normal oatmeal with peanut butter and banana and some coffee to try to force out a shit. Was sipping on sports drink and water throughout the morning. I was well hydrated, got to transition on time, had a very relaxing 2 hours leading into the race, felt really good. The swim, so first of all, you saw the dead fish in the water before. That was real. We swam in that water. It was neon green. I made it a point not to swallow any water, which is not always the easiest. Other than that, it was a very straightforward swim. I did the swim in about 58 minutes, 58 and some change, which is great for me. Probably one of my best swims. And I think it would translate really well to a 70.3 swim. Transition was fine, very straightforward, had everything. Got on my bike, immediately heard something rubbing on my wheel. I had no idea what it was. I think it was hardened gel. So like part of my gel must have fell on the wheel or something, and it was just rubbing between the wheel and the frame. So that was kind of a bummer. So the bike was 3 laps. It was an out and back. On the way out, you're climbing. It's not a real climb, but you're slightly uphill. And then obviously on the way back, you're slightly downhill. The first lap was fine. Second lap was okay. I started to get pretty fatigued. And by the third lap, I was completely cooked. After the fact, I'm realizing that the Arizona desert air is so dry that when you sweat, it wicks off of you like immediately. So you don't actually, like, you're not drenched in sweat when you're working hard, which is something I didn't know. So in my head, I was thinking, oh my gosh, I'm not even sweating. This is so easy. I don't have to drink water. So I think that was the main issue or the main contributor to my demise. I was so happy to get off that bike. It was like pretty much around 5 hours flat. I think it was just 5 hours and some change. Started the run. I want to say mile 1 was painful. Felt like I was starting to settle in at mile 2 and mile 3, and then it was just running through cement from mile 4 on. I specifically remember trying to eat. I thought maybe I was low on calories, so I tried eating. I got an immediate side stitch, and this was early on. So I was like, okay, great. Gonna run this whole thing with a side stitch, I guess. Anywho, as I take a drink from my Ironman Arizona mug. Do you guys get mugs from your DNF races? Because I do. So yeah, if I could have stopped at like mile 6 on the run, I would have, but I was on the other side of the river and I would have had to like walk or jog back anyway. By then, I was like down to a walk. My body just felt horrible. I saw my teammates though, Ian and Ryan and Jackie were crushing it. I was giving splits to Jackie and she started laughing at me. So yeah, I figured like the worst that could happen was I start to feel better. So I just kind of kept on. It was like a walk jog. Pretty embarrassing, but I know it happens to the best of us. So as soon as I got back, literally at mile 13.1, right before I was starting the second loop, I was like, I'm done. There's no way. Part of me wishes I would have just stuck it through and walked the rest of the way, which is what a lot of people do, and I owe it to the other people racing to finish. But on the other hand, you kind of have to consider your own health, and is it really worth it to walk another half marathon when you're kind of that in the red? For me, it wasn't. I'd rather take the time with my family that flew in from New Jersey and drove from LA. So that was my decision. I have to be happy with it. If I could go back and change anything, I'd obviously drink more water. But other than that, I thought leading into the race, the execution went well. I know what I need to work on for next time. And yeah, stay hydrated, folks. Don't do what I did. So anywho, that's all I have for you. We're heading into the off season now, so it's going to be 2 weeks of rest. Enjoy Thanksgiving, get ready for the holidays, and kind of just enjoy myself for a little bit, let my body recover, and then back to it. Jack, you want to say bye?
Bye, Lanky Triathlete fans.